Hello guys, and welcome to the second part of the video, which has Zentangles as our theme. And the first part what we learned was creating patterns, Zentangle patterns, and some of the few basic ones. So we're going to get more in depth with our artwork now. And if you've not checked that out, do check that out first. That's the first part. And we're going to implement the designs that we have made in the first part. So without further ado, let's go ahead with our main artwork. And what we're going to make today is going to reflect a lot of our personality as well. So it's a symbolism that we're going to project in our artwork. And the symbol is of the tree, which represents strength and keeps us grounded. So those are the things that come into mind, and you might relate to the tree in a different way. Maybe you have some childhood memories with trees. Maybe you relate it with strength as well. So it's all about how you perceive it. It's going to be a positive symbol, I'm sure. And what we're going to make is the tree of life. So we're going to include Zentangle patterns. It's going to be very interesting to see these patterns come together. And let's begin with our artwork. So with the materials, I hope you're ready with that. You just have to follow me step by step. And this is the A4 drawing sheet which I use. I have a protractor this time, just for some shapes. It will help us with that. Then the fine liner, Sakura, and a fat marker. This is a permanent marker. You can even use alcohol based markers. So what I'm going to do first is take the protractor and come to the bottom part of the page, and I'm going to make these fields first. Just the bushes area will be down, just to give you an idea. The tree will come over here, and then the leaves and flowers over here. So we're going to start with the bottom part of the artwork. Here is where the fields are, and yeah, just come to the bottom left part, and with the help of the protractor just make the semicircle. Okay, like this we have to cover the entire area, so it doesn't have to be in the same angle. Now we're going to change our angle and make another semicircle, continuing with that one. Now something with a different angle. So I've made two going towards the right, and the other two will be towards the left. So they just have to end on the bottom side of the page like this. So I make another semicircle, and just to show there are more fields over here, I'll make another one, like an infinity one, and one over here as well, just going out of our artwork. Yeah. Okay, so this is how mine looks like. 1 2 3 4 5. You might be having a different number, that's fine. These are the fields I've created. Also between these I'm going to make another semicircle and one over here. The protractor really helps here. You can also do this freehand if you don't have a protractor handy. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make semicircles inside our semicircle, and here is when you can go freehand, right? So we need a border. First we need a base, so I'll just make a semicircle in the center. Okay, another one here, another one in the center here, and the last one like this. Okay, I'll create a border for that, another border here, a border to this one, this. One more border. Like this. Okay. And the ones which I made in the middle, I'll make borders for those as well. So you see, what I have here is a lot of space to make my shapes. The Zentangle patterns can come. Okay. Also make another one here. So yeah, you can make a judgment of where you would want these fields, and I felt here is a good place. So now we've got the outline of our shapes. So first we'll do the doodling part, we'll finish with that, and then we'll move on to the patterns. So this was one part of the drawing. Okay, I hope you're there with me. And what we'll do is, just for a reference, we're going to just divide the page in two halves, but not a very hard press, just a slight press, just to get the center line. Yeah, and you can take your pencil and you can just create that center line very lightly, just to show your self, where the center is. And what we're going to make is, we're going to make the branch, the stem of the tree, and we'll make it in such a way that it goes beyond our page, so that it is just some part of the stem. So it will be little curved like this on both the sides. Okay, I can create a little scale if I have. You don't have to take an exact measurement as such. And now you see the stem. So I've got the center line, I've made equidistant lines here, and they taper in the end where it reaches the fields. Okay, and just for effect, there are some hollows on the trees, so this is that hollow. Okay, again layers to the hollow, and in the center we will take our fat marker, we'll just color it. Okay, we've done that. And now what we'll do is, we'll create stripes, again space for our tree to have patterns inside like this. They can be slanting. Like this. Simple drawings, nothing difficult in this. So we have divided our stem into different portions. And now comes the good part of the leaves and the flowers. Now flowers have different petals, the shape of the petals are different. So there's one flower. Okay, so first what we'll do is, we'll make a flower first on the right part, and then on the left one as well. So one flower just somewhere here. Okay, it has these petals, straight ones. Okay, and it covers with something like this. Yeah. Okay, so I made one flower here, and to join the flower with this upper layer, what I'll do is, I will make a leaf. I'll make a big leaf like this, and one leaf connecting here. This flower like this. Make some another flowers in the center. Okay. The leaf will have the veins like this. Okay. I'll make some more flowers here. This petal is the heart shaped petal. Like this. Yeah. Again, a leaf bordering it. I'm going to connect these two areas like this. Okay. Some detailing to the flowers. Okay. You don't have to show where it comes from, that's fine. You can make some small flowers just to show continuity there. Okay. Like this. Right? The same thing we'll be doing on the left side. You can also have a flower like this, with the heart-shaped petals. Like this. Make some dots inside. You can have a flower with pointed petals like this. Okay. Connect them with leaves. Leaves with different directions. Okay. You can even have small flowers inside. Like this. See, we have flowers on both the sides and leaves. Okay. You can have nice looking flowers, like half flowers as well. Okay. Right, something like this. Okay, so this is what we have till now. Major part of our doodling is done. We're gonna go with some roots, some not roots exactly, these are just plants, scrubs below. So yeah, if you've seen Tim Burton's movies, something like a fantasy element is what we are putting in. Like this. Yeah, like this. Simple. So you see, what we've done is we've created a lot of spaces for our patterns. And one last thing what we can add is vines coming down. So on the left side, just wavy lines basically from top of different sizes, right? And they're having leaves on either side, small leaves. So these are just the vines which flow down from big huge trees like how we've made right now. And it's very vital for us to have a very strong tree. If we are making a symbol out of it, we need it to be visual as well. So also add elements which you feel relate to you. The idea is to enjoy this process, put on your favorite music and relax, leave all the worries outside. And whenever you feel anxious, you feel like you're going wrong somewhere, maybe you're going out of ideas, just take a deep breath, see the difference it makes. Let the oxygen enter your brain, and when you exhale, just feel like you're removing all the negativity from yourself, and it just refreshes your mind. Just try that whenever you feel little anxious. See how soon we came up with such a beautiful picture. And now here is where you go really creative. You come with various patterns like how we saw. uh, I'll show you some new ones as well. Something like semicircles. This I always like. Patterns going in different directions, semicircles basically. So this one has no shading as such, but these are just small semicircles with borders that I'm creating. And I go all the way on top. I'm going to cover this entire portion. Pick any portion and just start making patterns, Zentangle patterns. These could be something which you have come up with as well, or something which I'm doing on my sheet. That's fine. So the idea is to introduce you to this concept, and there's a lot more than this. So this is just the beginning, and that's why I'm showing you some really neat patterns which I've learned over the time. Okay, we reach the edge of the pattern and just keep going with different directions. Yeah, see, gives a little chain kind of image. And we'll go on to the other pattern. So you can come up with patterns like triangles. You can make a triangle and a border triangle of different angles. Now remember, as I said, the shading needs to be complemented with the outer pattern. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. The inner part will be shaded black, the inner triangle. Okay, I can have something like a circle and tangles coming out of it because there's a lot of space in the center, I felt. And okay, this is something I just decided. Yeah, you can even put symbols of how, what something which you relate to. Now let's go to this part, and let's make something similar to what we had earlier, the circle and the dot. Yeah, we've learned this in the part 1. Or you can just go ahead with center dot and the circle. You don't have to make any semicircles, that's fine. Just a random size circle and dot. Yeah. And to complement for the shading, what I'm going to do is, whatever space I see in the middle of it, I'm gonna just do black. I'm just gonna shade that area. Once again, remember there's nothing right or wrong here. You're just enjoying the shading now. You can even do this with the fat marker. It gets easier then. But just to show you quickly, I'm just shading it with the fine liner itself. If someone had asked that, can we put watercolors and make some colorful effect? Of course, uh, you can add watercolors. The best part about fine liners are they don't bleed, they don't smudge, and you can add watercolors. If you're good at acrylic, you can do that as well. But if you're someone who's just enjoying the process and doesn't have those skills of making acrylic or watercolor, that's fine. And that's why we are using all basic materials so that everyone can get these off the shelf and just start incorporating something such so beautiful in your everyday life. How wonderful will it be, even if you have children, or if you have elders at your place who are just having a lot of time with them, and you feel that they're wasting that time, they're going negative with that, then why not do something creative? Why not teach them something which they can showcase and feel good about? That gives you a dopamine rush and it helps your mind relax. So what I'm doing is I'm making stripes on those figures which we made, which represented plants basically. And alternate once you can do the shading. You can go very creative, you can get as detailed as possible. What I'm going to show in this video is going to be just an introduction. And another pattern which we can come over here is spirals, basically galaxy type spirals. You can decide which portion you want, which pattern, that's fine. You can even make your own patterns, as I said. As long as you're happy with the outcome. Okay, spirals over here. And something like if you go to the part 1, the illusion effect which we had learned. Okay, if you're not confident about this, just have a check on the part 1 video. And here what I'm doing is I'm making squares within squares, and in the end it creates a very good effect. Okay, something like this. Now we have a lot of space here, and we can come up with the semicircles on the bigger ones, the bigger semicircles. And we can do the shading in the inside part. Yeah. So here is where I leave it up to you to complete this portion. Come up with different patterns, come up with your own set of patterns. You can have something like wavy lines like this, divide the semicircles into further parts, but remember to do the shading as well to complement your design. Okay, something like this, or maybe the triangles that we made, something like that over here. Or you can even make circles, but different ones. Here now we have stripes made on the border circle like this. Yeah. So I want you to imagine what shapes you would want on your design. Make something similar and have it done on all the semicircles that we have down. Also this area which I've kept blank, I'm going to shade that black. We'll keep building up on these semicircles. So here is where you get creative, enjoy, and slowly come up with new set of patterns. So I hope you had a good understanding of how you can mix two techniques like Zentangles and something which symbolizes life, doodling, in a way creating something which symbolizes life. You can also make animals, faces, and cover it with patterns. You can have mandalas, which we're going to cover later in next videos. So keep in tune with our videos, and we will keep you updated on more techniques. So I hope you had fun here, and it would be really good if you can show some of your designs, and do comment, like, and subscribe to my channel to encourage more such videos. So this was the part 2. We've completed the doodling and Zentangle, and hope to see you in the next video. So take care. Peace out.